guys, so I had posted a picture of this blanket that I was working on and I got a few questions. So this is not really a tutorial because I'm not starting from the beginning to show you how to like chain and stuff like that. I'll try and find the pattern that I started with because honestly I started with it and then I changed things, so I don't remember exactly. But your chaining will depend on how long you want the blanket and like how many you want in between your points and stuff like that. So I'll try and link some things below to help you because I'm terrible at it. I can't remember how many I chained with this either. I feel it was like 126 plus 3 or something like that. I'll try and find it. Sorry, I'm not being very helpful. Mainly I just wanted to show you like the actual pattern that I am doing to get this crochet effect. And as you can see, like for my colors, I'm doing 1 row of white, 2 rows of mint, and 2 rows of gray. Yeah. So I'm just going to show you how I'm doing it, and then I'm going to show you how I am switching my colors. It's actually different than I've ever done it before, and I'm liking it. So the first thing we're going to do for my pattern, I'm doing a 3 double crochet decrease, 6 double crochets, and 3 double crochets in a single stitch. So we are on the decrease, which I don't know if you can see. This is the decrease from the previous row. Like that's a little bit bigger. You can see that those 3 are going into that one spot. So for your checks, you always want to start your double crochet decrease right before the decrease from the previous row. Okay, so we're going to wrap over, pull through, so you have 2, wrap over. Your second one should always be into the decrease from the previous row. Wrap over, pull through, now you have 3, wrap over, pull through, so you should have 4. Now wrap over and pull through all 4. And there is your decrease. Now you're going to do 6 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you have to count. Like even I count the whole time that I am crocheting this blanket. I'm counting because even just off 1, and even though you have checks, like on the decrease you have a check. And the increase is a little bit harder. You should be in the second double crochet from the previous row, but it's, yeah, you need to count. Just count, please count. Because it's so easy to drop a double crochet here or to add an extra in here, and yeah, you just don't want that because then everything's gonna tilt a little bit, and yeah, count. Alright, so now we are at 3 in a single stitch, and this is your increase. 1, 2, and 3. And you can see here that that is what is making your points. And then there's your decrease. So now we're going to count 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now, as you can see, we're back to the decrease. So wrap over, pull through twice. As you can see, here is the decrease from the previous row. Over. Whoop, as I splay it out. See, everyone makes mistakes. Wrap over, pull through twice, 3, wrap over, pull through twice, 4, pull through all of them. Now, as you can see, your ends are going to always be, at least in my pattern, a little bit shorter. As you can see, this is like just a little bit shorter. Okay, which is fine. Like you can make it so that they're not, but I just have. Because I kind of like the look of it being a little bit shorter and not like, so it's like half. Think of this as the start of your point here. I don't know. Alright, so you're going to double crochet 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and it is shorter, but it's the same amount of stitches. I should have mentioned that. Because, so you're going to do 4, and then you're going to do 5 and 6 in the same stitch at the end, which is going to make it an increase. And finding the end stitch sometimes is a little bit hard, and I think I might have fiddled it over a little bit too far there, but yeah, basically it's not always going, the last stitch is not always going to, sorry, I can't see what I'm doing, like this. It might be like this a little bit. So you just have to try and find it. Here, I should probably just show you. See, like this one's kind of angled down. It's not going to be a nice straight stitch. Alright, so now we're going to change colors. So I'm going to snip off my yarn, and I'm going to get my new color, and I'm going to pull this to make the loop a little bit bigger. That's just so it doesn't slip out. It gives you a little bit of room. So then I'm going to cast on my gray color onto my hook, leaving a decent amount of tail there, because you're going to work this into your work later. So now what you've got the yarn on your hook, and you're going to go back in to that loop and pull it tight. So now you've got 2 loops on your hook. Now this is our working yarn, and then these are the 2 tails, and I'm going to tie the tails together like that. Okay, and so then you've got both of your colors. Now you're going to take your working yarn, loop it over, and pull it through, like making a little slip knot. And then you can tighten that as you need to, okay? So now you're ready to start your next row, which you start with a chain 2. And then you're going to flip your work around, and we are ready to start the next row. So to start the next row, and I do not count this as a stitch. Some patterns do, and every time I've had a pattern for a chevron start with the chain 2, something always goes haywire and I screwed up. So I do not count that. So the first thing you're going to do is double crochet 2 into the first stitch, and that is going to start your row. So you're going, it's another increase there. And now you're going to double crochet 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Usually I would still say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or I was off a little bit, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's just easier on my brain, so, because you want to stay, it's always 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, you know, always 6 in this pattern. If you want more, you can feel free to do 4 here and make it shorter, or 10, like, you can change that up, which is nice. Alright, now we're at the decrease, so double crochet into the decrease from the previous row and finish it. Now 6. 1, 2, oops, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. If you're doing a chevron, I hope you already know how to do double crochets. And if not, I have a video and I can link it. And then we are in our 3 in the same stitch. So 1, 2, and 3. There we go. And just so you know, I'm using a 6.5 millimeter hook, just because I like a little bit bigger stitches in this. I don't know why, I like it a little bit looser in a way, I guess, than so super tight knit. Yeah, so hopefully this helped you a little bit. I know it wasn't like a real tutorial, and I will try and do like a full chevron tutorial soon. So thanks for watching. Bye.